The host has started recording. Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 134 in year 2 of RobLynnLives. What an adventure it's been. We are rapidly approaching the 500 consecutive, that's continuous, that's all the time, that's every night without a miss, number. We are at 499 tonight, which means tomorrow night, Saturday night, we will hit the magic 500 shows in a row.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. All righty. We are on YouTube as well as OConnect.
Mm-hmm. We sure are. And we're on LinkedIn as well. And X, I think. So we're in multiple.
We're everywhere. You look for RobLynnLive and you're going to find us. And all I want to ask you is, do you, RobLynnLive? I'm going to say it again. Do you, RobLynnLive? You RobLynnLivers out there, I know you do.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about today. Today's the 5th day of January, believe it or not. This month is flying by.
It is. I love it.
5 days.
Flies by.
You do?
I like it.
Well, that means we're getting closer to the commish. You like it? All right. 10 a.m. brought you Marty and Chris. 11 a.m. Red came on. 12 noon, high noon at the OK Corral. It was an extravaganza, straight talk with RobLynnLive and Ollie.
Oh, Wonder Dog.
Choo-hoo-hoo! All right, Ollie, we're glad he's there. We'd like to mention to please pray for Ash. Pray for his lovely wife, Ash Mahan, and their 2 handsome young men, Omar and the chunkster, Yusuf. Oh, Yusuf is the astronaut in the family, and Omar is the author. He is a children's book writer. How about that? All right. So you're praying for them. You need to include the tech team, support team, and everyone else who might be along, as well as the support and media teams around the globe for their good health and safety. Woo, doggies! Also, please send your love, light, and prayers to all who may be ill or injured for a complete and speedy recovery. All right. We've got some notes here we wanted to talk to you about, but we're going to hold back for just a minute, and we're going to go see if we can say hello to some RobLynnLivers. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Doggies, let's do this. All right. And someone is saying hello to Ash. I didn't know he was here, but anything possible?
They say hello, Ash, meaning in spirit he's here.
All right. We can continue on now. Oh, let's talk. How do you get from YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn over to the OES? Well, I'm glad you asked. Excuse me. First off, you go to RobLynnLive.ai. That's our domain name, RobLynnLive.ai. No. RobLynnLive.ai. And once you come over to there, you'll find 3 free products. You got to love it. O Netto trim and the opportunity to purchase OConnect. And there's good reason for this. You want to be included in everything, and being included in everything means having your very own O-mail. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Did you want to say a few hellos, or do you want me to keep on going?
You can say hellos while I go and do
Of
something.
course I can say hellos. Michael Chatta is in the chat. Olosumbo is here saying hello to some folks. Thank you, Olosumbo. You're here every night, and we appreciate that. And there is Michael Chatta. Hello, Michael. Olosumbo is here. Michael Chatta is here. Juanita Slack is here, as is Mabuano Bui. I messed that one up. All right, well, he's here too. And here's people saying hello to each other. Angela Laland is here. Frank Rowe is in the house, and so is Sarananda Das. Sarananda Das. All right, there's some people saying hello to some people. There's hello to Frank Rowe. There's Jillian saying hello and loves the future digital solutions of ONPASSIVE. And there's the one and only Sarananda Das. Sarananda Das. He's here as well. And Jillian Hanna is here. Sarananda is here, of course. And there's Chris Tiazone. Yep, the man with the golden mic. He's here tonight. That's Chris Tiazone. Tiazone. All right. Thank you for that. And let's move along and say a few more hellos if we can. Jillian's here. And of course, along with Jillian comes a host of other folks. So let's see. There's Irena Steck Sala. She's here in the crowd tonight. She, along with Mrs. Betty Crocker. Juanita Slack is here. Sarananda is here. And let's see, John Barilla. John Barilla is here, as well as Chris Tiazone. So we got to some places pretty quickly on the magic carpet ride here at RobLynnLive. RobLynnLive.ai. So say hello to Chris Tiazone, would you? And that's coming from Irena Stexala. And she's saying hello again. Here's John, the microphone guy, Mr. Broadway himself, the crooner, the magician, the man himself. You can get anything that you want at Ashmafara's restaurant. Well, everybody seems to be hunkering down, as they say. We're getting the right numbers here. Ooh. A little bit of coffee goes a long way. Francis Tay is in the house. All right. Hello to Francis. And Mabuombo is here. And there's Chris and Helen. Hello, Helen. Saying hello to Francis. Angela's here. Chris Tiazone, Melanie, and Mumbuo. I don't mean to tease you, for goodness sakes. I'm just not very good at some of the names. So that was Buo. Glad he's here. Minaj is here. And Juanita Slack is in the house. All right, Juanita, as is Rachel Violet. Would you say hi to Rachel, please? A little bit of sign here.
Hi, Rachel.
Glad you're here as well. Oh, I believe I got the proverbial knee, so it's time for me to continue. There's Irena saying hello to Beverly. And there's Miss... And how did it jump away? Okay, Jillian's here. Melanie's here. Sarananda Das and Frank Rowe are here, of course. And Mr. Ilasu is here. All right. Minaj is here. Hello, Minaj. And there's Sarananda Das again, and Jillian and Mel Marcano, double M. And good evening from Beverly North. Hello to you, Miss North. And Minaj is here, along with all these lots of people tonight. We got lots of people. So, are you taking over?
Are we done?
Well, there's about 6, 8 more, but go ahead.
I didn't remember who you said hello to, so you got to do it. Finish up.
All right, I'm going to finish up. There's Pat Green. Hello, Pat. And Jillian, as I mentioned. There's Irena Stexala, of course. There's Jillian again and again and again. And Mel Marcano and Sarananda. Frank Rowe in the house saying hello to France. And there's France Stexala here. Hello, RobLynn, Ali, and everybody else, says Jillian Hanna. Thank you, Jillian. as does the one, the only, double M, Melanie Marcano. All right, so I think we've hit the list pretty well here. We're pretty well on top of it.
Okay.
So I think I'll, without further ado, hand over the bells and whistles and the microphones and the big time chairs to you.
All right. So we're gonna do the Where is Ollie contest.
All right. And how does that get started? We show the background.
And then,
Well, there's no background.
oh yeah, but explain. We show the background, and then.
And then we ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell and we ask for your responses on where is Ollie tonight, which is fun, fun, fun. Now that Daddy took the T-Bird away. All right. Say hello to. There's Patricia, and let's see, Frank Rowe saying hello to Henry Horn. Hello, Henry. Glad you're here as well. And check your, let's give a few announcements now while we're in the middle of all this. Sign the NDA. Once you've signed it, link it. After you've linked it, check into the OP newest website. You'll be flabbergasted for sure. Won't be any cheating going on in there. It's dark as can be and well lit at the desk. All right, so check into the OP YouTube channel. There's all sorts of stuff going on around there. Check your alternate emails to be sure they are correct and ready to rumble. Yeah. And that's that. And welcome to our jungle here at RobLynnLive. Check your OES profile and your O-Founder profiles as well. And then there's know of someone, anyone who needs help getting migrated. Who's the drill master on that?
You. You? Who? Who's the drill master?
The drill master.
You said who's the drill master for the OE migration? I said what?
I must have lost my place in the prompter again.
I think you're here.
Okay. So we're checking the OES profile. There is no drill master. Check your alternate emails to be sure they're active and ready to receive the OTP for O verified. Know of someone, anyone who needs help. Remembering helping one helps us all. So we'll get started in just a few minutes. But first, it's time for Where's Ollie?
Okay.
So here we go. We're going to X out of that and X into this, and we'll have the presenter board up in just a moment. We'll click on images and upload and present, and voila, there's Ollie. There he is. And I forgot to mention earlier today on Straight Talk with Robin Lynn and Ollie Boy the Wonder Dog, Ollie went to the vet today. Dun, 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 dun. And he has his usual infection on his back and on his shoulders and on his legs from who knows what, allergies to something, skin allergies. And they clipped his toenails, which was nice because he was sliding around on the floor here, which is probably how he hurt himself. And then they did a complete examination, and they feel it's just arthritis. Mm-hmm. So while he slipped over in the corner, it was just arthritis. Just arthritis. So Ollie got a shot for arthritis. He got his Cytopoint shot for the what do you call them? The infections. And he got 30 pills, 2-month supply of antibiotics. And the antibiotics are supposed to knock this sucker out in a matter of a week. So we're looking forward to that. We'll be the beta testers for that. Ollie will. And we're excited. We're excited about that. Mm-hmm. So big things happening in the schools, and especially the schools that we know and love. And guess what's coming real soon to ONPASSIVE? OCademy. And OCademy is going to be like an online school with many professors around the world. So we're looking forward to that as well. And now you've seen the background. There's Ollie. And what is he? Is that a steak? What is that?
I'm not sure.
Something on the, looks like something on the Barbie, and not Barbie the doll. And then there's some dessert. Lynn is having some dessert. She's been steering clear of dessert lately, so that's why her weight is so way down. And
you can see the whole thing. I'm scrolling up and down, or yeah.
right, that's
Mm-hmm.
you can see the whole thing. I'm not supposed to say where that is, so I won't.
No.
I will not. Drill
Mm.
master or otherwise, I won't. All right, so now we've seen the background. It's time for us to ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell. Let's do it. I think that's enough of Grandma Bobby's cowbell.
Yeah.
And hello to everybody who's joining us
I
now.
see Cena just came in.
Cena
Hi,
is
Cena.
here.
And
There's
hi
44 of you on OConnect, and so many on the live stream as well. I can't see, but it looks like 47. So it's about 84 here. We'd like to get those 84 to move over, Rover, and come on over onto Ollie's area here. Now, that all being said, it's time for the guesses. So do you want to kick it off?
And Melanie Marcano will be assisting us. She's going to give us the answer after you guys guess, and she's going to let you know who won the contest, right? And let's scroll down to see who is going to be the first. And we have Frank Rowe, and his guess is Japan. He says just guessing, all right? And Irena says Japan. I would say based on the food.
Could be Japan.
Okay. Jillian says Japan. Patricia says either Kansas or Texas.
Dorothy, was that Dorothy saying that?
Patricia Green said
All
that.
right.
And we have Dawn Swihart. She says looks like a dried bean field. And Sarananda thinks it's Japan.
All right, looks like Japan is the odds-on favorite to win this thing, but let's come back to it in a minute.
And Rachel says United States, Kansas. Etat Unis, I don't know how to pronounce French, but I know that means like, sort of like Estados Unidos is United States, right? So I figured that must be United States, Kansas. So her guess is Kansas. Hi, Clover. Good evening.
Clover in the house, as is Cena. Hello to Cena and Clover again. And it looks like Dawn says Japan.
She says Kyushu, Japan.
All right. Good guess.
And we have any more guesses? Let those guesses come, you guys. Want to have a few more guesses than that?
Guess away, folks. Come on now.
The chat is open. Make your guesses.
All right. That seems to be the end of the guesses. So it looks like it stumped most everybody on the panel.
She says, Don says that her husband, Don, who we call DL, lived in Japan. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Clover Kelly's guess is Japan.
All right. So it looks like the odds-on favorite to win on The Price is Right is Japan.
Les Hudson says, hello, everyone. I lost track of time and am late. I am a bad boy. Haha.
There's a lot of first bad boys, including me.
All right. And let's see. We've got more guesses. Sarananda says, Ollie is munching on a fish dish.
Oh. Now, the fish dish could be anything.
Carmela thinks it's Japan.
All right, Carmela, good guess, good guess, good guess.
Let me open up the chat again. More guesses. Come on, you guys. Guess a bit more.
Come on now.
I don't think everyone took a guess yet.
Well, I'll go ahead and say Japan. What do you think?
All right. Hop on board with everybody else.
I'll hop on board. All right. Well, I think we've had enough of the contest at the moment, and Jillian is saying Japan as well.
All the way, 100%.
Well, she would know. And let's move along, little doggies, and let's find out where Ollie is. But first,
tell them about our domain, which is
RobLynnLive.ai. Okay, our domain is RobLynnLive.ai. All right. Well, we kind of lost our voice there.
So why are they going to go to the domain, though? Why?
Why would they go there? Because they want to register.
For what?
For what? The 3 free products? Are you kidding?
Okay, say
Are
that.
you absolutely kidding?
Say what the free products are.
It's an oatmeal. It's a tick. And it's no, I'm just kidding.
What?
It's oatmeal, O-net, and O-trim. 3 fine products are all free for thee
And me.
and moi and me. And I'm getting back in the picture. I got a reverse elbow on that one, also known as a right hook. And we're back. So there's 50 of you here now, which is not too shabby at all. Oh, doggies, this is fun. All right. So now, without further ado, we would like to get out of the Ustream program.
Right. So we would like you, if you're in YouTube, you're going to see the link to OConnect. All right. It's the OConnect link, and it has been posted by Michael Chatta in the chat. So look for that, click on it, or you can get the link from the back office, from our RobLynnLive Messenger chat, from our RobLynnLive WhatsApp chat, from our RobLynnLive Facebook page, from Lynn's Facebook profile. So there's many ways to get that link. And
sure.
Also, we posted in a whole bunch of Facebook groups as well. So pretty much you can find that link. So we hope that you'll come over, join us so you can find out where Ollie is and what we are all eating. And then you can enjoy community time. Because after my husband does his presentation, and his presentation is about the topic Dreaming Bigger, then we will go to community time. This is the special time when people get to come to the panel and speak, get to share their opinions and their thoughts, and it's a fun time. So
come on over to community time.
Come over to OConnect to enjoy all of that, alrighty? So we're going to now be ending our live stream on the count of 3.
And 3, and 2, and 1. Let's go connecting. Yes, we shall.
Thank you all.
All right, we're here live on OConnect. There looks like 52 of you here. Anybody that got, stymied over there on a restream or in Facebook or in YouTube, come on over. We want to have you here with us. What do you think of that?
That sounds good.
All right.
Let's see if we can refresh so I can get the gallery. We're going to do a quick refresh. We're muted anyway. Oh, we were okay. So now we're unmuted, and we will hopefully Mel can come to the panel on her own. We gave her the link, the speaker link. So if you could come on over that way, or if not, we can fetch you from the attendee side. Either way will work. Let's see. So see her.
There she is. There she is. All right. Very nice.
Okay, I'm going to make you speaker.
And here comes Mel.
Don't have the layout. So I think we're on speaker layout.
Okay.
Okay, let me try one more time to refresh.
Right.
Oh, there she is. Good.
There's Mel. Mel, come in, please.
All right.
There's Melanie.
Hi, Mel. How are you? You got to
unmute.
Unmute, please.
Oh, sorry. And I was saying there was a little bit of a linger getting over from the speaker's link for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Well, I eventually just fetched you from the speaker list, and I made you a speaker. Yeah.
Okay, so no problem. They're working on the back office anyhow. It's okay.
For sure.
Okay, so how you call it?
Ollie.
Yeah. How you call it? It's him. Ollie took a short holiday to Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo, Japan's busy capital and the world's most populous metropolis, mixes the ultra-modern ultra modern and traditional, from neon lit skyscrapers to historic temples. It is also one of Japan's 47 prefectures, consisting of 23 central city wards and multiple cities, towns, and villages west of the city center. Contrary to common perception, Tokyo also offers a number of attractive green spaces in the city center and within relatively short train rides at its outskirts. Rob and Lynn both are having a onagi don meal. Onagi don means grilled eel rice bowl. That sounds good. It is often prepared with a coating of light and slightly sweet sauce before grilling. Wow. Onagi is the Japanese word for eel. And this particular one bowl Dunbury dish tops serving of white rice with fillets of freshly grilled eel, all seasoned with a homemade onagi sauce. The omega-3 fatty acid is in onagi could help improve blood pressure, lower cholesterol, and even maintain bone health. Wow. So this is a delicious, healthy dish. Ollie, my boy, on the other hand, is happily enjoying a piece of grilled Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef is an ancient breed of cow which originated in Japan. Its genetic origins can be traced back 35,000 years. Wagyu beef is arguably one of the finest meats in the world, with some incredible marbling that makes it melt in your mouth and with every bite. Tender and insanely delicious. They are so luxurious and flavorful, you feel like royalty. Okay, that ends where Oli is, so Tokyo, Japan. And now the winners, those who got it right, of course, we are all winners. They are Franco, Irina, Jillian, Sandananda, or Sadananda, Don and D, John, Clover, and Camilla. And we all are winners no matter what.
That's
So
right.
thank you. Thank you for participating in the Ollie Boy contest or Ollie's contest.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you
Robin
so much.
Lynn.
Thanks for your assistance as always.
Thank you, Double M. We appreciate that.
Welcome.
We'll see you back on the community time in just a few
Okay,
moments.
thank
All
you.
right, well, that takes care of the contest. I think it's time for the presentation.
All right.
Could we have a drum roll, please?
Let me pull up your something. Okay, hold on. There. Okay.
Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Did you want to do any more hellos or can I proceed? I may. Migration without hesitation. Sign the NDA or NDAs. Get your affiliate link or links. Check into the OP newest website. Check into the ONPASSIVE YouTube channel. Hop on an OConnect, and as learning leads to earning, practice. So check your OES profile for any alternate emails to be sure they are active and ready to rumble. And if you know of someone, anyone who needs help, you know the drill. Remember, helping one helps us all. All right, now, tonight's topic, if I may, is dreaming focus. Dreaming bigger. Actually, dreaming bigger is our topic. And Ollie's question of the evening is this: what is your favorite, most way out there restaurant? And it can be in any state anywhere near here. So let's go ahead, shall we? All right. If you know of anybody that needs help, and I want to reiterate that again, please help them. There's no reason not to. Tonight's topic is dreaming bigger. And Ollie's question of the evening is, what is your most way out there dream? We know you've had many dreams in your lifetime, but what is the one that sticks in your mind as something that actually may have happened or actually could happen? Check it out. All right, a most powerful mindset, this dreaming bigger scenario that encourages us all to set ambitions and goals and push forward to achieve all of those within the C function of the education too. All right. Let's take a look at some ideas that will help us dream bigger. And we need ideas on occasion. Define your vision. Right out of the chute, you got to figure out what your vision is. Create a vivid mental image of your ideal future, what you want it to be. Consider the aspects of your life, such as career and relationships, along with personal developments and contributions to personal development. So if we could scroll up a bit, that would be handy. And oh, mercy, that's too far. Okay, set an audacious goal breakdown. In other words, set up when you're going to call it a day on a contest, take all the winners and take them out for a nice big steak dinner. All right, your vision into specific and measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals will push your efforts. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. All right, embrace failures as opportunities. If you bumble and stumble and mumble and fumble, get up, do it again. You can do it. You're a big boy, big girl. Put on your big boy, big girl undies and just get it done. Enhance failures as opportunities. And we've heard that time and time again. If you think you bombed tonight, wait till you see tomorrow night. Oh, it's going to be awesome. So, as the journey begins, make significant achievements. That is, learn from our mistakes and use them as stepping stones for yourself. Okay, towards a greater success. Build a supportive and supportive and, oh yeah, my typing is horrible. Build a supportive network of friends, mentors, and colleagues who inspire and encourage, and always surround yourselves with positive influence. Don't hang out with the negs. Find yourself a nice, quiet place and work on it. Work on learning. Learning is what leads you to believe as earning. All right? Take calculated risks. Just be sure they don't, they do align with your goals. In other words, leave your comfort home and breakthrough. So if you got any ideas, don't be packing them up in a suitcase and having that third charge on luggage fare. So just, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. We're up to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And yes, we are. Take some calculated risk. It's okay. You're a big guy now. You can take a risk. Take calculated risks. Just be sure they align with what your goals are. Okay? That's a good start right there, DL, knowing where your goals are going to be. And it will help you with, it's a big help. It's a huge help. So persistence and resilience, always persist and always be resilient. Why not? Why not? Put on your big boy work boots and go to work. Visualize yourself achieving, not failing, but achieving, keeping a positive mindset, and good things will come to you. If we could have a scroll up, please, just a hair more.
That's it.
All right, prioritize. Boy, that's a tough one. Put things in a priority box and shuffle them up and make sure that you have your ducks in a row and you're ready whenever the people are ready inside. So we've got a good crowd here tonight, and we're excited about that. Visualize yourself achieving, keeping a positive mindset that good things will come to you. And prioritize and focus identity, the most critical part of your dreams and potentials. Always focus on what really matters. And those hairpin turns in the stairwell of the castle. Where are we going now, Rob? Where are we going? Wow, Rob, you are off and running. So we talked about taking calculated risk. Hanging with me tonight is definitely a calculated risk, if I don't say so. All right, let's get back on track with persistence and resilience. Always persist and always be resilient. In other words, just hang in there. Stay the course. Visualize yourself achieving. In other words, you see where you want to go. Think about it. Look at it. Visualize it. Keep a positive mindset, and good things will come to you. All right. Prioritize. Oh my gosh. Prior to. Why can't I say a word?
Prioritize.
Prioritize and focus. Identify the most critical parts of your dream as you dream bigger, and focus on whatever really matters, please. All right.
I think that's it.
That is it. We kind of muddled through there a little bit towards the end, but that's okay. That's what we do. That's what happens sometimes.
And I'm sorry, I forgot to put the ticker in the ticker. Michael Chata's message. I don't know how I forgot that, but I usually do that at the beginning before we start. For some reason, I didn't. But let's enjoy his emoji composition. It says, RobLynnLive. Topic, Dreaming Bigger.
All right, there it is.
January 5, 2024 at 8 p.m. EST. And we really appreciate
Michael does a bang-up job with the emojis.
The focus he puts into it and how he selects those emojis. If you look at each individual emoji, you'll see that he really thought it out and brought in ideas about dreaming bigger. So
True.
Thank you so much. It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
I
that
really
is beautiful.
Enjoy it.
So thank you for that,
Thank you,
Mr. Michael Chatta 444. All right, where are we going now? It's time for a few more hellos, huh?
Yeah, and then we're going to go to community time.
All right. Works for me if it works for you.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Let us see who has come in since earlier. You might want to do it because you said highs earlier.
So continue with the highs?
Yeah, who you didn't say hi to yet.
Oh, VJ. I didn't say hi to VJ. And there's Lori and Bruce and Richard. Hello to them.
Oh, we got to change the theme too. Forgot to change the
theme. It's supposed to be on varsity.
Yeah, it makes it easier for us to see. So let me go ahead and change the theme.
And we all know we need easy.
One of those days we didn't do the basics.
Oh, you bet.
There. That helps us to read.
All right, now we can read it. Hello to Patricia. And Angela's saying hi to Lori, Bruce, and Richard. And boy, my typing needs work. This is Greg Hill. I need a little work too, man. I need a little work on me too. And here is VJ Verma. Hello, VJ. Glad you're here as well. And there's David Lavelle. Oh, doggies. The Junior is here. And there is Karina Lance back in the house. Where did she go? She's been gone forever. Ever and ever. But she's back now. Thank you, Karina, for being here. And let's see what else we've got. Some new folks in the chat. Let's say hi to them. And there's a Mimi. Me, Greg Hill.
He's saying hello, Mel.
Oh, Mel. Ooh, righty then. So
hello to Irina, and of course Jillian was here earlier. The wonderful Wizard of Oz, she says. And Angela Lalande is greeting her friends here. Sarananda says, I dream AI shakes the world. In all around, I dream. ONPASSIVE takes jumps on interneting, software business, jumps on financial freedom with uplifting humanity.
Nowhere but ONPASSIVE would you have that in nowhere but right here with RobLynnLive. if I'm not mistaken. Did you want to give out the domain again?
Oh, okay.
The only reason I say that is I want to sing.
Okay.
RobLynnLive.ai. Thank you.
Thank you, singing. Patricia Green is here, as well as Manoj Basumarari. No, Basumatari. Beautiful name. Welcome, Manoj. And we have, of course, Emmanuel Onyeguli with us. We had said hello earlier. Hello, back to you. And also to, let's see, Karina, she says, because of the wonderful things he does, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Very nice.
And it's now, the Wizard of Oz has now been cut, spliced, and respliced for sure. And you might not even recognize some of the characters.
And Mel says, Rob, you are killing me. And we have Lisa McBride says, hello from Canada, NB. What does NB mean?
NB. New Brunswick.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
See? It's a good thing you got me along for the ride. And there's Karina saying hello to Bruce, and Irina Stexella, of course, Lisa McBride, and Karina again saying hello to Queen's sister, Dr. Benny, who's here now. Who else is here? Chris Tiazone is here. He's done his own thing with his emojis.
Yes.
And I think we caught up. We've caught up with saying hello.
I'm 3 minutes behind, so I'm not quite caught up yet.
All right.
Let me scroll down a bit. BJ, Sadananda, Karina, Jillian, Irina, Frank. Cynthia Deering is here. Hi, Cynthia.
Downtown Cynthia Brown.
And of course, Les Hudson came in. It's nice that he's here with us. And who else? I was in BC with no Wi-Fi, LOL, said Karina. Oh, that's why.
British Columbia.
And John Barilla says, hello, all you RobLynn Livers, and welcome to RobLynn Live, everybody's favorite, not so late nor early variety chat show. We are all big dreamers dreaming bigger. And John is going to sing a song for us. We're going to remember to ask him to sing before we end, okay? Oh, that's nice. VJ says, I'm very happy. That's wonderful. And Manoj says, hello, everyone, respective ONPASSIVE family members. We are all in. That's nice. And we have, let me scroll down a bit more. I want to catch up. John Barilla he typed out our domain name, thank you, which is RobLynnLive.ai. Thank you for that. Appreciate you.
Yes, indeedy.
All right, I think, let me scroll down. Lots of highs, hellos, back and forth, you know, because we're all family. So that's really nice. We have Allison Jonathan here. She says, hello, Robin. Can't stay on. Network not good on my end. Oh, I'm sorry to hear
All right,
that.
but you'll be back another day.
Yeah, come in when you have better internet, for sure. And Greg Lakin is here. Hi, Greg. And Henry Horn. He says, I dream of all the wonderful things we can all do to uplift humanity all around the world. Beautifully said. Hi, Jennifer Drummond. Nice to see you back again. And hello to Shrabanti Day. Good to have you here, Shrabanti.
Thank you for being here, Shrabanti.
Very nice. We have, I think I'm almost caught up.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Give me a second.
Are you ready to let the cows out?
Vilas Chakraborty is here saying, oh, hello, everyone. Good morning, my RobLynn Live family members. How nice. Nice to have you here, Vilas. He's a loyal follower of our show. We appreciate you very much. And we got, let me quickly look and see who else is here.
All right.
Let me take a quick look.
Emmanuel and David and Karina again. Lisa McBride, of course.
I think I got everyone. Let me scroll down a little bit more. Frank Rowe, Chris, Sadananda, Melody, Lisa, Emmanuel, Irena, Sadananda. Okay, we're caught up now.
All right. Sounds good to me. Now, how do we get to the panel? I'm glad you asked. All right, there's a new button, and the attendees can see it on their screen at the lower portion of the screen. It's like a little man with lines going, hooked over lines, curved lines. All you do is click on that. That will bring you to the screen where Miss Nakamoto will bring you to the panel.
So if you guys are ready for that, we're going to enable that request speaker icon, and then you'll just come on in, and my husband will let you in while I do some things. All right?
Sure.
Here we go. Okay, it's enabled. Come on down.
All right. Who's going to be first? There's already somebody there, and it's John JJB Tin Man. Armin Hogue is next on The Price is Right. There comes Armin. And there's Armin. Man, this thing is quick. Really quick. All right. And there's Patricia Green, Pat Green, and Melanie Marcano. This thing is smoking hot tonight.
Very fast. We got Greg Lakin, as well as Mohammed Ashraf Ansari coming in. We have Michelle Weaver, and we have Greg Hill, and we got Karina Lance.
All right. The gang is pouring in. We're up to 57. Let's see if we can do 67. What do you think?
And we have Don here, Don Schweitzer.
Also known as Don McConaughey.
Oh, not Schweitzer, Don. Yeah.
McConaughey.
Oh, the husband. Mm-hmm.
He is the husband. Yes, he is the husband. Mm-hmm. And he's here.
I said Schweitzer because I was thinking of David, but it's Swihart, Don Swihart.
No, Dawn Swihart.
I know, I said Don.
Oh, you
Schweitzer,
did. I'm sorry.
Because I was thinking of David.
I stand corrected.
So I'm correcting myself and saying it's Don Swihart. Yeah. And we got two more requesting to come in, and that is Zig Bodhi. Good to have you, Zig Bodhi, and Anuj Kumar. Welcome to our panel. Great to have you.
Great to have everybody here. Let's see, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 already on the panel. Not too shabby, Lynn.
Not bad at all.
All right, let's see if anybody else is going to take that bold step and click on the button.
And the instructions are on the ticker right now of how to come to the panel. Feel free to use the speaker request icon.
Right.
All right.
All right, let's see. We ready to get this thing kicked off, or do you want to bring a few more people in?
Either way.
I think we'll go ahead and get it kicked off. Let's say hello to Karina Lance since she's been playing hooky. Where you been?
She's been busy and not having Wi-Fi, she said. Right, Karina? You didn't have Wi-Fi.
Peace. Sorry, I'm having technical issues.
We hear you just fine.
Hi, guys. So nice to see your face. I missed you so much. Oh, my gosh. Did I miss you guys? Yeah, I was going crazy over there. I'm like, I got to go home.
Where did you go?
Where were you?
I was in BC. I went to my sister's, and she didn't tell me she had no Wi-Fi. I wish she would have told me that, because my bill, I don't even want to look to see what my Wi-Fi is, because like I was on, I didn't know for the first week. And I'm like, she has no Wi-Fi. I didn't think of this, you guys. I honestly didn't. So I'm going to go tomorrow and just inquire about my data usage. And I got my fingers crossed that it's not too much.
So plead your case if you go and explain that you had no idea that you didn't really want to use your data, your whatever they call it.
Data.
Yeah, so tell them
roaming,
and tell them that you didn't know, and it's your first time, and now you know. So
I do know now, but
maybe they'll be compassionate.
I hope so. I just don't want to even know what it's gonna like. I don't even know.
Pretty expensive. Yeah.
Very, very. That's what everybody's telling me. I'm like, you need to fix that. Like, go down there and check it out right away. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be doing that right away tomorrow.
Yeah, so let us know what happens. Oh my.
I will. Let's hope it's okay. I have data like on my phone, but I didn't realize I was using it the whole time. So,
Oh my
but
God.
anyways, it's nice to be home, and I hope everybody had a good Christmas and New Year's and with family and friends. And yeah, it was short for me. It was not the greatest Christmas, I will say that. But next year is going to be really great.
That's
So, yeah. Thanks, guys, for letting me come in and speak. I appreciate you. And I missed you.
true too.
We missed you too.
Thanks, Rob.
Glad you're back. Glad you're back. All right. Now, we're going to do this the easy way with hands, or am I going to have to be a hard-nosed drill instructor like we talked about earlier and point some folks out? Well, just as I thought.
Well, let people warm up.
All right.
If you ask a question what was the question?
You mean Ollie's question?
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking big dreams, dreaming bigger. What has been your biggest dream of your life to come true?
Okay. Right. It was Ollie's question of the evening. What is your most way out there dream? What's your most way out there dream?
All right, I'm with you. And Carmela Schwartz from Israel is coming on board. Thank you, Carmela.
People think about that if you want to answer that question, or just say anything else. It doesn't have to be the answer to that specific question.
All right.
We do have a couple of hands. I think John, who is first? John or Melanie? Who is first? Whoever's first, unmute. John or Melanie?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Go ahead, John.
All right. You know what I thought you said earlier with Ollie's question? I thought it was like, what is the your favorite restaurant or something? And I was going, dream bigger. What's your favorite restaurant? What are we talking about? So, but it's
what's your most way out there dream?
Yeah, what's your most? I know. How did I get restaurant out of that? I'm
you
like,
must be hungry.
I have, yeah. Well, I just ate though. I don't know. I'm out. I'm out of it. Anyway, my wayest out there dream is easy for me. That's why I'm coming on first, because of course it was like, because I haven't achieved it yet, but it was to do Broadway. Do a Broadway show or a big Broadway musical, and I'm the lead, or at least I have a significant part. That's like, because that's a very hard thing. Even if you're lucky enough to become an actor and have some success at it, to get into a big Broadway musical with a big significant role, oh my, that's really tough. And I haven't achieved that yet. And I've done a lot of theater all over and on every level, and I just haven't got that Broadway show yet. So that's my biggest out there dream that I could possibly think of, because I've been having it my entire life. So that's what it is for me. And I never say never, I guess, but I'm pretty far down the road, So I guess if they come up with a musical, they need some old guy to be in the lead now. But I'm hoping to still make it someday. So that's what it is for me out there. It's like my biggest far out there dream is to be in a big Broadway musical show with a great part. That's it.
All right, that's a good one. And let's now go to Melanie Marcano. Please, what's your biggest dream in life?
Thank you. I have an answer for John, first of all. Apples, take your show on the road. Recruit some, take the show on the road. That's it.
That's it? All right, that's her big dream. Take the show on the road.
My dream from young, not because of ONPASSIVE only, I thank God for ONPASSIVE, but always enough money for me to travel and to be able to feed my family, to help my family and other people. Always my dream. That was my biggest dream. And this is why I named my, a long time ago, resilience or resilient something, I won't say the full word, was my ultimate name for what I have to do. So that's how much I want it. And God knows that I need it. That's my dream. That's one of my biggest dreams.
All right. Thank you,
Many dreams.
Carmela. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate that double in. And
Thank
let's go over to let's see, who was next on the prize? I think it was Carmela Schwartz. Come on now. What's your biggest dream? Things got big.
Hello, everyone. I have some issues today with the computer. I don't know why, but I think it's full and I have to clean it. My dream for my young is to travel around the world, to make it a trip around the world, to see many places. At that time, when I was dreaming, the cost of the going with the airplane was a lot of money. Now it's cheapest, but it's easier to do that trip. And at that time, I was thinking, when my children will be older and they are leaving the home, I will send my home, and I have enough money for doing this traveling.
That's a
But
good
now
dream.
I have another option.
You got ONPASSIVE.
We will have some other way to get this dream to achieve, and I will go around the world, and I will visit all my friends from ONPASSIVE. I can see them all. One by the time, and where I will be in their country, and I can do other things. I can see what is needed in a countries to help people and to help humanity in those places that need this. And especially, I love more than cities. I like nature. God give us a beautiful nature, which we are not saving it, and it's very pity. And I want to save animals. Many animals disappear in this world. For example, the bees. The bees bring us honey, and people kill them. We need them. We need the honey.
That's true.
If they will disappear from the world, it will be very, very, very strange and very, very, very bad, because we need. There are some trees, for example, in Canada, which calls the maple trees. I've heard that they are also disappeared from the world.
Mm.
Many things are happening, and people not considering and even don't know about that. And we have to keep our world, to keep our present that God gave us. And I know there is some company that think about it, because I get many message from them. There is one company that called Avas, which do blessing for those things, to help keeping the world as it is, and not to destroy it. We make war, for example. We destroy nature with that war. We make a lot of garbage. We destroy the nature with that garbage. We have to educate people to behave correctly, not to destroy our world. And this is very important with education. So this is my dream, to make a better world, like Ashmufaro said, and to travel around the world to see what is needed more.
All right,
Thank
sounds
you.
like a plan for sure.
All right. We have Pat Green.
All right, go ahead, Pat.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Dorothy.
I would like to have a really nice, warm, comfortable house with a maid.
Oh, of course you do.
And I like manatees. I like elephants. I like beluga whales. My pets aren't small. You know, I've got a cat. He's about 20 pounds. He's, you know, he's doing pretty good. But I like big animals too. I don't know that I ever want to be around a camel. Something about an animal spitting on me just really doesn't appeal to me that much. To each his own, right? Some people
Yeah.
really like them, and that's fine. Um, and I'd like to, and I think I would like to help an orphanage. If it wasn't for the grace of God, there I would be. And when I was growing up, and so I think it would be nice to. I would like to see the kids to be able to do um, not necessarily go to college, but go to trade school to learn a trade. You know, like helping with building houses, you know, doing plumbing, doing that kind of work. Because some of that, you know, they need the help and they just don't have it. And that's a trade I think would be really useful for the kids. So I think it would be fun to do some of that. Um, I like to see some of that happen because you know, once they get to be a certain age, then they're no longer in the orphanage. So I'm thinking the kids have got to learn how to stand on their own and how to take care of themselves and their families and stuff. And yes, they can do that with ONPASSIVE too. And I think that would be a great thing. But that's some of my dreams, and I'm looking
All right.
forward to it. So,
Well, sounds like you got a plan.
yeah.
That is good stuff. All right, Mr. Boney. You're
Thank
next
you.
on The Price is Right. Thank you, Pat.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, we're glad you're back.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a lot of dreams, but my wildest dream with ONPASSIVE is because I've worked in many nursing homes and I see what goes on. I would like to create a modern nursing home where we will use a AI, a robot with a heart to help the people in the nursing home. The staff will still be there. I'm not going to get rid of the staff, but I will now with the cost of living, many people are doing 2-3 jobs to be able to survive, and that's why they don't take good care of the people. So the people that will be working in those modern nursing homes will be able to earn sufficient enough not to think about another job, and their job assignments will be precise, and I will give them 2 or 3 hours, the people who are working night, 2 or 3 hours to sleep on the job, and it will be paid. But if you are in that condition, I will make it very easy for everybody. But if you are in that condition and you are still not doing your job, you don't have your place there. So that's my wildest dream with ONPASSIVE.
You got a plan too, man. All these people with these plans tonight. I like it. All right, let's see. Do I see any other hands raised? Come on now, let's raise those hands up or wave at us or do something here. There's 53 chatters chatting away, and we'll highlight some of those chats. But in the meantime, let's go to Mel Marcano.
Okay, 2 and 3. I am big on outdoors. I am big on gardening, and well, that was my forte actually. So it will become my dream when we start making apples is to have nice garden, buy a nice piece of land, buy a nice piece of land, and have other people working with me, just like the Garden of Eden, except no Adam and Eve, but to have different type of fruits, different type of caring plants, and those things, just like my mom would have done. I would love to do that again, and that would be another dream of mine. And I have talked about gardening over and over, and from my heart, I have a green farm, and I would love to have that going. That's one of my dreams. But it was something that I always loved to do, but that would become my dream since I'm in an apartment and it's not a dream right now. So I would love to have it going again. Another good thing I would love, love, love to do is to have an open house. No house where it's so many little rooms, like a big space, almost like a loft, and just invite people like those from the street, but then have them in a clean way though, not just come with any and anything. Come, but with respect, and come and they're able to be fed with me and other people helping, like a big open loft with a big veranda. I would love, love, love to have that. And that would be a dream, and I'm sure it's gonna come true.
I kind of want that kind of layout too if we ever buy another home, and very open, right, Mel?
Yes.
Open, not so many walls and compartments for rooms, but very open, and you just walk and go into each area. One day I want that too.
All these plans. We got gardeners here. We got travelers here. Let's go over to McConaughey and Swihart. Go ahead, DL.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
You're audible.
Okay. Thanks for having us. My dreams are pretty simple. Basically, I want to make as much money as humanly possible so I can give most of it away. That's essentially what I really believe. I'm going to target 4 areas mainly, I think: clean water, food, shelter, and medicine, and the healthcare. Those are the 4 areas I'll be targeting as far as giving it away. I didn't recognize that picture with the ollie because when I was over in Japan, there was a lot of golden arches for McDonald's. So I just didn't see that. But it's been a long time since I've been over there. But that's just a side note there. As far as Japan goes, Honshu is the main island there. Most of the earthquakes are on the east coast of Honshu, which is the middle island of Japan. So that's where I was at, and I was there for 3 years. But getting back to my dream, I mean, basically that's it. I was at a church event back on Veterans Day just this past year, and we had a choir come in and sing. It was a high school choir. And I'll tell you what, it was one of the best presentations I've ever seen for veterans that day. So where I'm going to start, obviously, is in my local area initially and then expand out from there. But those kids at Lakewood are definitely in my priorities. So, but that's my goal. I want to give as much money away as possible and target clean water, food, shelter, and healthcare. And Don wanted to say something as well.
All right. Thank you, Mr. McConaughey. Come on in there,
Hello.
Don. Step up to the mic.
Hi. I have a lot of dreams. I mean, I've had a lot of dreams since I became a health coach because there's so much help that needs to be out there. And the illnesses and the sicknesses and the cancer. And I just want people to be educated on what they're eating, what's in the food. And when you pick up a box and it has so many ingredients on it and things you can't read, you put it back on the shelf. I mean, and that's what I want to help people learn. You know, that's not food. You're just putting chemicals in you. And then plus, I want to help the animals, you know, the dog shelter. Love to go to the dog shelter and pet the animals and give them money and help them find homes for the pets and cats. And another thing is I want to get my grandchildren closer, which I know will be impossible, but I can't take them away from their children or their parents. So,
Right.
but mostly my focus is healthcare, just holistic. Let's eat right, get people back on track. And oh, it just drives me crazy what I see on the shelves in the stores, and people just buy it, and it's just junk, and it's causing cancer. And it was interesting. I saw compared two products that are the same thing. One was from Canada and one was from the United States. And the United States box had more chemicals in it than the box from Canada, and it was the same product. And I'm thinking, how did they do this? I mean, I don't understand. I really, really don't understand why there's so many chemicals put in these dried foods and, you know, stuff that's put on the shelf to last forever. And it just, yeah, the preservatives, it just makes me sick. But I want to help people that way.
Good.
Any way I can. I don't know. It's going to be a chore, that's for sure. And I think there's companies out there that don't want people to be healthy because they're making money on them.
That's true.
Being sick. So I won't go any farther with that one, but but that's what I had to share.
Wonderful.
All right, thank you. That sounds certainly, again, there's a plan. There's a plan in that household for sure. And I can't see who that is, actually. But thank you. Oh, Greg Lakin. All right, Greg, go ahead. Greg, can you unmute?
Yeah, I have, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Yeah, well, I haven't had a dream for a long time, but I am sticking to what I can afford, to put in my body, which is mostly healthy food. And, you know, we have, a few, co-ops here, but, you know, sometimes I can't afford to go there. But you know, I went a while ago. I had I bought a little thing of the hell oregano from one co-op that was over like $20 for a little thing, but it worked, you know. And
It sounds like you got a plan. You're going to get out there and make some changes in the world. That's good stuff. I like it.
well, yeah, but only if people understand that I am with me, because most people in the area don't understand what's going on. And I have no patience for them after, I mean, you know, like 250 business cards when I started with Go Founders, and not even one of them gave me a response. And you know, but I know that some people understand what's going on, but I gotta find them.
They're out there, and I'm sure you will, Greg. Just stick with your ideals and stick with what, you know, what your thoughts are, and I'm sure you'll find others, you know, with the same ideals and same thoughts.
And also,
No
Toyota is now going with many other Stanley Myers tried 24 years ago. He had unleashed 8-year-old car, but he was kind of poisoned, and but now Toyota is taking on the same thing. And how can Toyota be bought out? I mean,
I don't
family
think they
liars
can. I
exist
think
of man.
Toyota's too big. Nobody's going to mess with Toyota. If they come out with alternatives for the driving, you're going to find people just flocking over to Toyota. That's the way I look at that. They're huge. They're just huge.
So hopefully get back on I wanted to walk a little better, but one step at a time, and I wanted I'm in a beautiful place, but I wanted to go out and outside a lot more, and sometimes it's depressing just sitting in the trailer all the time. But
well, better days are coming for all of us. I'd say this is going to be our month, the month of January. We're going to soar, and you're going to be able to do great things that you never thought you could do. So that's the way I look at all this. That's my rah-rah speech for the night. I'm feeling better and better every day about where we're going, about the other products that are coming out, about the tweaks to OConnect, about how all the things in ONet are starting to function very well. It's almost seamless. So I think if we just stand by, show a little more patience. I hate that word, but it's apropos, I guess. Apropos.
Well, patience is the virtue, and actually on Monday I finally go down to Montpelier and get my enhanced license, and hopefully see if AT&T can give me a phone that works here, because I have a phone. Last month I went down to Berlin, and I didn't know that it didn't work here. But the cold store in Hardwick worked here. But been a storm, a flood in AT&T and Hardwick has been closed. But one step at a time, and what the hell, with all their money, can't they open their store again?
Oh, I think with I think a lot of good things are going to start happening real shortly, Greg. So just sit tight, relax, and kick back, and you're going to see some good things happening real shortly, brother. We're going to go over to Carmela in Israel, if we may. Go ahead, Carmela. Wait a minute. Are you cutting in front of Pat Green or no?
No, Carmela was first.
Carmela was first. Okay. I stand corrected, and I'll shushki. Go ahead, Carmela Schwartz.
With the I had a problem to open my mic, but there is a new way to open it. If I put the button Alt and M, it's open it.
Okay.
It says
right.
it's need. I can't open it with this. I have to open it in another way. It's something new.
Okay. Try it then.
Okay. For what I wanted to say, I want to say that we have to think big, dream big, do big, and the result will be big. And this is the way to go.
Sounds
and,
like it.
And I dream big because I know, and I believe with all my heart that the ONPASSIVE tech team do a lot of good job for us. They dream big, they do it big, and we are going always from one top to another top, and we see how the products. Because I was in the process from the 2020, I see how every time they show us what they did more and more and more. And in the same way, we have to think with our dreams. To dream big, to do step by step, to bring the dream come true. It's not only to dream. You have to take action for your dream. If you don't take action, the dream stay as a dream. So for making the action, we need money, and for that needs, ONPASSIVE will help us to bring our dream to become true. So I already told you I like the nature, and as Mel said, I like the garden, but I have a small garden by myself, and I grow my own food. I have two orange tree, two clementine, one lemon, one moringa, and all the green food that we eat from the supermarket with full of poison, I grow myself, and I eat it from my own garden, because I don't want to eat those poison that they give us in the food. I'm the same like Dawn said. We are eating a lot of poison. We have to look in our plate what we put in our mouth, not just to eat, but just to be satisfied. We need to look what we put in our mouth, and there is a lot of junk food on the shelves in the supermarket. Take care of yourself and look what you put in your mouth. It's very important to save yourself healthy. So thank you for the opportunity to speak again, and I don't want to take the time to the others. So
Thanks, Carmilla. I know you and Mel both have green thumbs, so we look forward to seeing maybe videos or photographs you can share here of what you grow. That would be really cool and educational as well. And of course, Don will be right there to advise everyone nutritional guidelines and organic foods, etc. So we really have a good group here that I think has lots of resources, knowledge, skills that we can share with one another. So I'm grateful for you, Carmilla and Mel, and Don Swihart. Thank you. All right, now we go on to Patricia Green. Hi, Pat. Go ahead.
I just wanted to make a comment to John Barilla. Guess what song I woke up to? The tune for a song this morning, John, is a wonderful, wonderful. I think it was Wonderful.
Wonderful World?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, was it like the Broadway version or something? What was it?
No, that it was Eric Clapton. It was that song that you sang.
That one. That was I Feel Wonderful Tonight, I think.
That's it.
If I get the exact name of it, I have to have it.
But I woke up to that tune. That
one is Wonderful Tonight.
That's it. That's it.
That's a beautiful song. That's
it. Is.
Yeah.
And I just thought, well, I want to thank you for that song, John. I just woke up with that tune in my mind and, playing in my mind. And I thought, where we heard that from? We heard that from John Barilla. So I wanted to say thank you, John.
Oh, good. And we'll do it again sometime for sure then. I mean, I'm going to be repeating some songs because I don't know if I can go forever. I'm doing a lot of these off the top of my head. They're not things that I've got in my repertoire. Some are, but, to come up with a different song all the time can be kind of rough. But that one will definitely repeat, and I'll keep that in my mind. Because I would like to repeat some of the songs that I enjoy. That was one of them. I like that song a lot. So thank you.
You're welcome. And I also like the song that you wrote for Rob and Lynn, you and Chris, that you performed. I really like that too. So I wanted to say thank you for that too.
The theme song.
Yes, the theme song. So,
We
but that's all
appreciate
I
it very
had to
much.
say. You're welcome. That's all I had to say at the moment. So I just wanted to say thank you, John, and thank you, Chris, for the songs.
Nice. Very nice. If I didn't know better, I'd say we're going to Ohio. Speak to us, Ohio.
Just something else I wanted to mention. Years ago, when I was raising my children, I had a very large garden in Michigan. One thing I really enjoyed, and I canned a lot of food. And it doesn't seem like there's much canning going on today. I don't know. I mean, I really haven't talked to many other women to see if other people are canning, but it's a great way to preserve your food in your gardens, and it's fun to do. I really enjoyed canning. And another thing that I've been focusing that I'd like to do is to find an area where I could get a large kitchen and open it up to children and bring children in and teach them how to cook. I mean, I love children. I taught my children to cook, and my boys even cook. And I think they're just not being taught today. I used to babysit for a family down the street, and those kids knew nothing about cooking until I came in and started watching them and showed them how to do a few things. But so much of this important lifestyle is gone, with children today. But that's one thing I'd like to do too, is to get a kitchen set up somewhere where I could have a few kids in. I don't want, 12, 15 kids, because that'll be a handful, but do, a few at a time and teach them how to cook and explain to them the importance of foods and show them different foods that they've never had before. And there's just so much out there that can be done today that's not being done like it was when I was a child. But
Well, I don't even think they teach home ec anymore. And what a grand course that was.
And that was something I won, was a home economics award my senior year, because I took it 4 years in a row, and I never dreamed I'd receive that. But I mean, even with the sewing, and I mean, they just get the sewing machine out and teach the girls how to sew. I mean, it makes you feel good when you can do something like that.
How about teach the boys how to sew too?
There you go.
I need to know how to sew a button on. And to tell you the truth, all I keep doing is sticking my finger. So there's got to be a method to it. So
that was.
Go ahead.
No, and my dad was in the Navy, and he was aboard ship, and they had a sewing machine, and he was the person that was sewing the guys' uniforms up and their clothes for them, because he knew how to sew from his mother. But they had a sewing machine on board ship. I thought that was kind of odd, but he said they sure did.
This was your dad?
Yeah, my dad, many, many years ago.
He was World War II or Korea?
Yes.
World War II. The big war.
II.
The real war.
Yeah, he was there when the atomic bomb was tested. He saw the mushroom cloud and had to wash the deck off the ships, and it was quite an experience for him. But no, he's gone now. But
well, let's see, where are we at now? Looks like Carmela and Carmela. And I just need to clear the air on something here for tonight, if I may. In the interest of total transparency, my psychiatrist changed my medication, and I totally went off the beaten track tonight, and I want to apologize. I can read, but for whatever reason, this medication was changed, and it like totally flipped my thought process to where I couldn't read. So I want to apologize for that. That won't happen again. And that's why I don't like taking medication, to be honest. I don't need mind-altering medication. I'm much better without it. And so at any rate, that's me. and I just felt badly about it, and my apologies.
Lots of
Thank
love
you.
from Greg.
Thanks,
you.
brother.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got now go to, are you done, Don, or you still want to say a few more words, Don? Oh, you're done? Okay. We're going to go to Carmela. Carmela.
Hello, everyone.
She needs to turn off.
Oh, Carmela, have you got a second device on? We're getting some feedback.
Or another app on, like, do you have YouTube on, or do you have Facebook on? If you shut it
No,
off,
I have nothing. I have nothing on. I have problem today. I told you. I don't know what's going on with my
okay, now it's good. It went away.
computer.
So far, so good. Right now, at the moment,
Yes.
it's good. So go ahead and speak.
Okay. I would like to say about sewing machine. I have sewing machine at home, and I know to sew. I learned it when I was young, and it's very nice to teach the children to do that nowadays too. And I have even a needle. I show you. I'm still do my own clothes. Sometimes they need. I like it. In my own time to do if something is not good in my clothes, I change it, I fix it in my own handmaking, and I think it's very nice to teach children how to do that. Maybe they don't know how the sewing machine looks like even. And it's very important because then in the cities I heard that children never saw a cow. They don't know how they look. They have to go to the farm to see how a real cow looks like. I born in a kibbutz, which we grow with the animals, with the cows, with the chicken, with all those animals, and I picked my own fruit from the trees. It's another taste. Well, for example, you eat an apple. The apple you eat, it's waiting 1 year in the refrigerator until it comes to the supermarket. So you eat an apple 1 year before. When I came to the city after I was in the kibbutz, I taste the apple from the supermarket. I couldn't eat it. It's another taste. It's not the same. And because I know the taste of the real one that comes from the tree immediately. It's something else. It's not the same. And we have to appreciate the nature that God gave us, and to start take care of it before it disappeared. It's very important.
All right.
For the next generation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Carmela.
Okay.
We appreciate.
So thank you.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Thank you for letting me speak.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks.
It's okay. I finished, and you can let other people to speak to.
Okay. Well, there's a couple of hands up. Looks like almost 3 hands up.
Maybe what we do is do a picture while we.
Oh, could we do a group picture? I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
We'll do a quick group picture, and then we'll get back to business
there's
here.
15 of us here. This is a good time for the group picture. So what we're going to do is I will count 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3. So anybody on this panel right now, if you want to be in the picture, you'll need to show your camera. Like Mohammed Ashraf Ansari, Saido is Steak, Michelle Weaver. I think everybody else is already on camera, so it's not too bad, not too bad at all. And we're going to go for with facial expressions, body language, maybe gestures, hand signals, whatever you want to do. Alrighty, if you'd like, you can do I love you. If you wish, you don't have to, but I'd like to take a nice group picture.
Okay, here we go.
So Mohammed Ashraf and Saido, I guess you're not here. Michelle Weaver. Last call. All right, here we go. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, the balloon. My number 2, the balloon. I didn't mean for that to happen. All right, did I get it?
You got it.
Okay, let's do. I delayed too long. Let me try again. Let me save. Okay, let's try again. Maybe I can do 1, 2, 3, like that. That way it won't set off the balloons. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, much better, much better. Very nice.
All right, all right, all right.
Thank you. Let me save, and then we can continue. Okay, now we go back to.
All right, we got hands raised.
Oh, good, nice 5 hands.
5 hands. Oh my goodness.
Who was first? Wait,
Mel.
who was first?
Mel was first.
Oh, Mel was first. Okay, Mel, go ahead, Mel.
Thank you. I know it's about dream bigger, but I agree with Don, and Camille had something similar about growing, well, again, to go back to the garden, teaching the children. They used to have the home economics back home too, and I used to love those days. I spoke about it with my sister because we had that big bus, government bus picking us up and then taking us to the town where they have the home economics class, and that was a good thing because we taught to do canvas, little things like tissue boxes and all that, crocheting and all. I can't crochet, but cross stitch and all those things, and cooking. And it was a great thing, a great subject, home economics. And now I think they draw that out of school. I don't think they have it anymore. But as Don was saying, to have an open kitchen, that's why I love the Food Network. Because I watch Guy, his name is Guy, right? The little thick guy, with his sons, and they have this open space, and they have the outside counter, and they're letting everybody taste what they do, and it's like they exchange. And I just love watching them in the sunshine doing that, and it just brings me back to home. We didn't have a big home, but we had a big yard, and my mom grew everything from eggs to fowl. We used to call them fowl because they are the hard boiled, not what we know that they gave growing match or those synthetic foods to grow them fast and thick. It's the thin lean fowls, very good for eating, right? And they had the cows. For example, my dad had 17 cows with my grandfather. They had a name of saying half share, but it was in French, limotier. And then, the cows make babies. They had 2 bulls, but forever had babies. And then these were meat coming straight from the farm to us. And, all kinds of things, the bush and everything. So honestly, I think my sense of gardening, it came from my mom, and this has never left my memory. And this is really what I want to base my life on, to eat better, because, the food really, really grows my stomach. It makes me feel sad. For example, I went to the store, I bought chicken strips, a box. I mean, I used to enjoy that when I first came to Canada. But I ate the chicken strips, and after, my stomach hurt like crazy. And I'm saying, wow, what did I just put inside of my system? Our bodies are our temples, and it's supposed to clean it out, and I'm putting all this synthetic stuff. And you can tell the difference when you eat synthetic as opposed to natural. Like, for example, beans, if you blend them and just put them on rice or whatever, they are good. They substitute meat and they taste just as good. So sometimes we really poison our bodies with all this stuff, and no wonder why we are tired and sleepy. And as John said, cancer takes over, God forbid. This is what's happening to the world today. It's so rampant. So really and truly, gardening for me, it's not just me alone growing the garden, but a big thing, huge. I spoke with some people in my building already, which there's 3 people who agreed with me, and they're asking, let's move out west. I said, but it takes money for us to move out. Only if the government would help us and we could grow a garden. So honestly, that's apart from traveling, that's one of my biggest things, to feed the masses wherever I am with good food, good stuff. So I am big on that, and I agree with Don and even Camilla, because she was talking about the food.
Right.
Great.
That's it. Sorry.
All right. Well,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
that. You know, it helps. I was just thinking to myself how much I'm personally benefiting from the discussion, because it helps me to become a better consumer when I go to the grocery store, and
Yeah.
being able to select appropriately. And as Don said, you know, look at the labels. When you have too many
Oh,
ingredients, that's a red flag. And I think about how I don't usually look at the ingredients myself. I just, oh, you know, get this, get that. But now I'm going to be more aware and actually turn the box to the back or whatever and look at the exact ingredients, and try to shy away from all those preservatives, coloring, etc., etc. So thank you all for, you know, giving us such great information. It's really going to help a lot of us here, I think.
for example, I don't mean to take over the show,
No, not at all.
but as we're talking about like I was, Dawn and I, we shared on the RobLynn, what's called again, your community chat, where everybody comes. And I mentioned I went out just 2 days ago, Monday. Today's Friday, right? I get confused. Monday, I went up to what is called a bulk ban. Those in Canada would know, but I'm sure the states have their bulk ban, where you buy things by the grams. So I bought all kinds of peas. Oh my God, peas, beans. And it's like I was going crazy on the beans and peas, because I just want to substitute that meat stuff for those things. So it was like lima, red, very dark red kidney beans, you know, all types of things, peas. There's the gongo one. There's all kinds, and I just bought a whole set of them, whether it's 200 and I just came back here and I feel containers, little glass containers that I bought from Winners, but I mean the dollar store have them too, and I just fill them up with those. So I feel good when I don't have meat. I don't miss it, because I turn to the peas and the beans, because they substitute. You can blend them and you just spread them over your rice and thing, and it's good to go. Next thing I'm thinking of is to be vegetarian or whatever you call them. Yeah. So
Good.
we, we, we
Vegan.
can we can reverse our health. It's just taking the step. But we are so used to eating all this. Oh, it. Yeah. Sometimes you feel for restaurant food. It smells good. You go out, you eat it, and then you feel sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Thank
yeah,
you.
I just wanted to share. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. All right. I didn't really keep track of who's first, but I'm going to just go from left to right. So we got Patricia Green. Go ahead, Patricia.
I was thinking, Don, when you were talking about your father sewing when he was on that ship, when I was a teenager, I made a prom dress so I could go to prom. And I was pretty much straight up and down. So it was just a matter of choosing the fabrics, and putting some darts in it and that kind of thing. But I really enjoyed that as far as making that dress, getting to wear it that night, because I felt good about something that I had done myself. And I think the kids in school are missing out because they don't offer the home economics class anymore, which is kind of sad. I mean, you don't have to make a lifetime out of sewing, but if you want to make something, unless you want to be a clothes designer, it'd be nice sometimes to know how to do things with a sewing machine. Whether it's to replace a zipper or fix a hole in a pair of jeans or whatever. I think it would be nice to be able to do that kind of thing. And so I just wanted to comment on that. Thank you for sharing that story with us.
Thank you. Nice share. Now we go on to Don Swihart or DL. Go ahead. Oh, you guys got to unmute Don and DL. There you go.
Okay. One thing I just wanted to mention, beans are really easy to grow in your garden. I can lots of kidney beans and green beans, and they made the best chili, the homemade kidney beans. I mean, they were the best tasting beans, anything that I've ever had. But you have to can them in a boiling can or pressure canner. They did because it's hard to do them in a hot water bath. You have to do a pressure canner with those beans, but that you can grow them really easily. But something I wanted to mention with your sewing machine out, any extra material, you can make your own napkins.
Which is what we do.
And I have a basket full of napkins here, so I don't have to buy paper.
Oh, that's good.
So
it's really
just another
good.
idea.
Helpful to do that.
Any scrap material you have, you can sew them up, and they make great napkins. And then you can just wash them.
Yeah, that's good. That's good for the environment.
What about the sugar?
And sugar. Oh, and the sugar. I don't know if you know that. I don't know how many people read the labels on the cereal boxes, but 4 grams of sugar equals a teaspoon. So if you're seeing 16 grams of sugar on a label in a cereal box or anything more, I mean, the kids are getting tons of sugar, but 4 grams is a teaspoon. Just to throw that out there so you know what that equals.
Right. That's good to know.
That's it.
Thank you. All right,
You're
let's
welcome.
go. Yeah, let's go to Carmilla.
Carmela, unmute, please.
She's buffering. We'll come back to you when you're not buffering. Well, for now, we'll go to Greg Lakin.
Go ahead, Greg.
Okay. Can you be heard?
You're audible.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to say, yeah, I used to love falafel when back in the day, I always had it growing up in New York, but also when I went to Plattsburgh, I had it, but also there's when I first came here, there was a little place named Pete's Green that is expanded to maybe $1 million company eating growing organic food and stuff, and it was they sell it to various co-ops and other things, and I have it's pretty good, but we need more of them out there and less contaminated food. That yeah. Again, people that are drawn to it, I come into, but most community, I don't know, it just I'm speaking another language to them, and I do what I do. But well, anyway.
All right. Well, thanks, Greg. We appreciate that. Were we going to Armin or going to Carmela?
Carmela.
All right, let's go to Miss Schwartz. Fire, fire, fire. Where are you, Carmela? Oh, there you are. Okay. What do you got for us?
Oh, try again. Click the mute button one more time. All right, you're unmuted. Try and speak.
I see it's delay time in my computer. I don't know. Maybe I have to take it to somebody to check it up.
Okay.
I have problems today.
I understand.
I'm sorry that it disturbed the all OConnect my computer.
You're fine.
I would like to say that sometimes there is a things that we are thinking that we in the earlier time, because I'm the oldest from other children that they are 20, 30, 40, and this generation don't know many things that we already knows because we was growing in another way. Like Don said, in school they will teach us agriculture. Now they don't teach it. Who will make our food if there is nobody no agriculture? The next generation eat boxes? What? They have to know that. It's education. We have to think about what we educate our generation. It's very important because everything is technologic, everything is AI, everything is computer. It's very nice and it's very good, but you don't have to forget from where you come, and you have to know it too, because this the life becomes so quickly. We can't wait for 1 minute for something. We need it immediately. Children don't know to wait. They want it now and now. and they don't want to wait even a moment to get something.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a child, I had to wait for things maybe 1 month. My mother said in the next salary. Here they don't know to hear something like this. They get it immediately what they want. You just make a little noise, and it comes like they don't have to wait. They don't have even dreams because everything is easy. So we have to teach them another way. What it's not doing in school now, and it's very important. When I was in school, they were teaching me how to cook, how to sew, how to do all these things in fun time. People don't have fun time. They have to go to work early in the morning. They come very late at night. They are very tired. They go immediately to sleep. They don't have life. We want people to have time to do what they like, to enjoy, to see a small movie, to go to the park, to bicycle, to do things that they love, to go in the boat. People have no time for nothing, only working and looking after the money. So if we have more abundance easily comes to us, we can have we can bring ourselves in an empty time to do what we love to do really. And it's very important. And to educate. Education is the key for the next generation. And we have in our company the academy that's coming, as Rob said, soon. And we have to put our knowledge in that academy in video, or for example, Don, you can make videos from your knowledge to the next generation. Leave it in a video in your YouTube. And anyone have his own knowledge that he can put in a YouTube. that will live here after we are gone. Thank you for the opportunity to speak again.
Thank you, Carmela.
Thank you, Carmela. Thank you. Thank you.
We're
And
gonna-
one thing I noticed, you were talking about sugar, Dawn, and how much sugar is in cereals and so forth. When I go to Publix, I don't even go down the cookie and the cereal aisle anymore because I'm afraid there's nothing there for me, and I don't think there is. And that's why you see so much of. Oh, I'm not slim, but that's why you see so much real obesity in that aisle. People driving on the carts, hanging their tushies over the side of the carts, buying cookies. The last thing they need.
And another thing too, sugar feeds cancer. It really does. I mean, it's and people just need to understand. I mean, I don't even know with people that have cancer if doctors are telling them to stay away from sugar. I'm sure they're not telling them, but you know, sugar does feed it, and people just need to be educated. They need to be told. I mean, but I can remember back when I was a kid and I babysit and I loved to sew. And if I would make 25 cents, 50 cents, or $1, I could go buy 2 yards of material and I would make myself another new skirt or a dress. I would be thrilled. I mean, that to me, that was great. I had another new outfit, but they're not learning that today. So anyways.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go to Mel.
Mel, bring it.
Okay, there's what is called sewing machine. My mom taught us to sew by hand. I can sew on a button neatly by hand. That was crafted by my mom. We watched her, she showed us. And even put on a zipper, I can do it by hand. And patchwork. I love patchwork. I can make the quilt. I mean, I can if I learn it. But we were taught to make clothes by hand, quilt, the different pieces of cloth, as Don was saying, the large pieces, and you sew them on, and it's a beautiful piece. And sometimes I keep saying, where are the quilt, the patchworks that they used to have? They have the sheets, but where are the dresses they used to have in patch because they look pretty, you know? And I would go to like a store called Giant Tiger, and then they have Debbie, what's her name? The husband is a singer, Canadian singer, country and western. Travis. Everybody should know Randy Travis. He's from
Randy
Canada.
Travis. Yeah, he just passed.
He what?
He just died. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know
I think
that.
he did. I thought he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had Parkinson's, I believe.
I didn't even know that. But his wife, Debbie, she's putting out things out there. And one of those things that she put out is patch quilts. And I'm saying, wow, there goes my lady, because she knows what I'm looking for. And they look so cute, you know? So sometimes what our parents left behind, they're good things and they're normal and natural. But we just go for the store-bought things that are making us sick more. They look pretty, but unhealthy. Food-wise, sometimes even those things we spray in the air. I know it's about dreaming big, but we can teach that to the kids who are too quick, as Camilla was saying, too quick to get good things because they're so entitled. And it's not only Canada and the States, it's all over now. Because I have a son, you guys saw him pass by sometimes. He can cook. That's one good thing because he watched me, and sometimes I would try to lecture him and said, that's what my mom taught me, so I'm passing it on to you. But he can cook. His hands are good for seasoning. But to learn things, they're short fused. So we as older, you know, not old, but older founders, we can pass on our skills when we have apples. Each and every one of us can do that. Show them how to, as Don is saying, sew, cook. Camilla says gardening. I'm along with Camilla undone, and other things. So then what to do, you know? We'll have the apples, we can pay them little just to encourage them. And when, you know, kids nowadays, they love money. So when they see a bit of money in their hand, they'll be able to learn, right? And yeah, we have to, because I just feel bad for the young people now. I feel so bad. And they can do it, but they just are their fuse is so short, very short. You're trying to tell them something good and it's like they're getting upset. So I'm hoping that when we get apples, that's who we look after, the kids, the kids, the kids. And the kids can be older kids as well as, you know, the younger ones. Because all they know nowadays is to hold this little gadget in their hand, as small as they are. Dangerous. All this radiation going through the palms from young. You know, very sad. However, we can change that when we start getting apples. Let's teach them the way we were taught. Let them do things. And I'm pretty sure I believe that world, we are saying that we don't see any, like a lot of people are hearing, oh, it won't change. The world will not change because it's the world, but we are the world, right? So we can come around and change things. When we get apples, we can change lives. We can help people. We can make them change their mindset, you know, because they'll be able to get money from us for them to learn something. I am big on being natural in every kind of ways, although I love fancy stuff too. But I'm learning to give away the fancy stuff and I love wood, tiles, you know, simple, just simple. I used to be the one nitpick, always on my husband's back. I just swept the floor. Why are you know, this kind of, I'm not doing that anymore. I'll keep a place clean, but I don't need to do all of that anymore. Honestly, life is more than that. And we can pass on our skills, man. We can do it. This is what I wanted to share. I just feel in my heart for the young people. I have a big spot in my heart for the young people and those on the road. The people who are on the roadside, because they were never on the road in the first place. It's some situation that got them there. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mel. We're going to swing out to the West Coast and have Greg talk to us. Go ahead, Greg.
And mute.
Unmuted. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
You're audible.
Audible. Wow. Sweet. Okay. Well, like I've been listening to everybody's dreams and stuff. Sounds pretty interesting. I know that Carmen, I didn't know what I wanted to be until I was 45 or 50, and still I question that. But as far as dreaming and as far as having dreams, my dream would really, if I had a really, really big dream, I guess, would be to help others with their dreams. That's really my dream, is other people. I can't really claim anything on this earth that to make me happy other than God. But to be able to help other people, that's a great dream. And I like Don was saying, you know, he wants to give his money away. Well, that's great. You can't take it with you, I guarantee. I mean, St. Peter says, what are you carrying up that asphalt for? So dreaming big is a good thing. If you don't use your ability to, I want to say, you know, you have to picture yourself having this dream, and it's part of becoming what you really want to do, I think. I mean, if you look at, I don't know how to put this. I think I write better than I do speak. I know I sing better than I do speak, but just looking at, I grew up learning things from my mother, and my mother was an artist. She was an incredible artist. She spoke Hebrew, and she taught herself Hebrew. She wrote her own symphonies. She actually wrote her own alphabet, and she did a lot of crazy things. She was a beautiful artist. I've got some art from her that is just fantastic, and some of the things she did, and she tried to live her dreams, and she told us we could do anything we wanted. She built us up in ways that I never thought anything about until I got older. I mean, my wife, who I've been married to for the last 21 years. She doesn't cook. She come from Japan. She lived in a small cubicle. She went out and had her onigiri and her okonomiyaki and her whatever she wanted, but she never cooked. So I cooked, and that was one thing my mother taught me to do, was cook. If we're going into that section as far as dreaming, I learned to sew. Everybody kind of laughed at me when I was sewing in the 7th grade because my mom said, you got to learn to sew. And as far as clothes go, yeah, my mom sewed our clothes too. And I thought I was hot because I had something that nobody else had. And it was a great dream to look back at those things and memories as well to what she said we could do. And if we really wanted to do it, we could do it. It's just a matter of, she said, don't ever stop your dreams. Never, never, never stop dreaming, because if you don't dream, you have nothing. And so in this earth anyway. So I continue to dream of the things I want to do. The dream changes all the time. ONPASSIVE changed my dream. Totally. I never thought the dream would be that it's the possibility for me to be financially way better than what I am now. It's kind of hard to believe, but you have to believe. And so, and right now, from what I see, the dream is growing in a way that it's kind of scary in a way, because if it really does hit like I think it's going to hit us, there's a lot of people that are going to be freaking out, to be quite honest with you, and won't know how to handle the money. So that's just the way it is. And I think it's always good to just keep dreaming your dreams, and nothing ventured is nothing gained. That's my motto. It's always been my motto. And I ventured out with a lot of people here. I gained a lot of knowledge. I'm still gaining a lot of knowledge. My friendship here with ONPASSIVE is just, it's really, really good. It was worth the $97 to meet each and every one of you. I'd have paid a whole lot more just to meet everyone who was here on this panel today, and those who are in the back office. There's a lot of great people in the back office I wish I could meet, and they would spend a little more time and not be so worried about what they look like, or if they're going to say something wrong. Each of us are individuals, and we're not perfect. So, but we can be the best we can be, and that's all we can do. And we just have to love each other for who we are. And I wanted to know one thing while we're here, and that was, I don't know how to pronounce. Oh, can I try this once? It's Diazabodi. I can't pronounce your name, hon. Can you please pronounce your name for me?
It's Jigbodi, right? Jigbodi?
Yes, Jigbodi.
Jigbodi?
J
Yes.
Jig.
DZ is J. Jigbodi.
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 Do you have a short name? Like my name is Gregory, but they call me Greg. So do you have a short name?
Oh, I go by Amy too.
Amy Sue?
No, Amy too as well.
Amy as well. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I see. Thank you. That's because I'll remember that easier than I will your other name. It's a little difficult. It's nice to meet you on the panel tonight. And I thought listening to you was very good. And I want to say hi to John and Don and Melanie. I love you guys. And also, Pedro's been really quiet tonight. I'd like to hear from him if we could. And thanks, Greg. And Armin, I got a surprise for you later on, possibly here. We'll just see what happens. And I know that Lynn knows about it. And Carmela, I love you, sweetie. It's nice to see you today. I pray for you all the time. You're a great friend. I wish we had a little more time on the phone. Coming up will happen, I'm sure. Anyway, I'll be done for now. Don't ever quit your dreams, you guys. Not one person do not stop your dreams. Do not stop dreaming. That's all.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thank
there, Greg.
Yeah, nice encouragement.
Now, I want to check on a couple things. Number one, if we could hear from Pedro, or are you just going to be monitoring tonight? And number two, if we're going to hear a song from Mr. Barilla. Hello.
Yeah, well, Pedro didn't jump in, so yeah, I'm going to sing if I can stick through it. I'll sing. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Pedro.
Pedro with a hand up.
Yes.
Go get him, Pedro.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
You are audible.
All right. Yeah, tonight has been the listening to so many inspiring thoughts about dreams and good information. I just want to tell John that his dream is being fulfilled already. I call this little Broadway, so you are already on the way. Second thing is that we, in childhood, I had the dream to be able to have money to help all my family, and then I had the thought that it could be somebody else too. When you're young, you have that, and you see that around you there is no the ability to. There is no way that you can do that. It's absolutely a dream. But after all these years, I'm coming to this stage when ONPASSIVE is talking about giving us the opportunity, and we can see it that it's possible. So my dreams come back, and what is being said on the panel tonight about educating children in basic things. In the culture I grew up in Guatemala City, you might have just 2 changes of clothes, but they must be ironed. So I learned to iron when I was 11, 12 years old. Everything has to be ironed. You cannot be, that is cultural. I'm not saying that we should or we shouldn't adapt this, but teaching basic skills to kids is important. Sewing a button, how many times you want to wear something and it doesn't have a button, it looks bad. So if you know how to do it, okay, it takes 2 minutes, it's done, and you're happy. It's out of your mind. So basic skills is important instead of too many computer games and this kind of thing. The time would be better off. I think they grow up healthier in mind. Not that other things are necessary, but these basic skills are important. So I heard about that a lot, and so there is a Bible verse that says that iron, just as iron sharpens iron, so one's face shapes another's. That's what this panel is all about, with sharing all their dreams and experiences. I've been sharpened by listening to you a lot. So my dream is to have good health, just like it was mentioned, that is very important. I plan to live, God's willing, to 94. I had in mind 99, but I had a heart episode, so I have to subtract 5. So 94 is okay, but because I want to see the fulfillment of all these dreams in good health. That's important to me. So I am educating myself, and it's important to talk about it so others can learn to read labels, avoid drinking sodas. I read this commentary. There was a reunion of CEOs worldwide about beverages, soda, this type of thing. And that there was one CEO that proposed or begged before the others to drop down the level of sugars and salt that they were putting in these drinks, because they were creating a generation that was obese, developing all these problems. You know what was the result? Everybody walked away. They didn't want to listen one thing he had to say. And this is reality. So if we educate ourselves what sodas are bad, I'm going to avoid sodas. I'll drink purified water. with lemon, whatever is substitute, even if it doesn't taste the same, because I have the goal in mind to live to see the fulfillment of all these dreams that we're talking about here. So I want to leave it at that, and I appreciate everybody's input.
Great, thank
I
you.
just want to add one thing, if I could. When we, as a team, Lynn and myself, come up with topics, and quite frankly, to have had almost 400, we've had 499.
Muted, Rob. Muted.
Oh no, we're not. We're not muted. Can you guys hear us? Yes.
Am I
You're
muted?
muted. I can't hear
Everybody
anything.
hears
Oh,
the
sorry.
Latoya. Refresh. Latoya. Refresh.
Will do. Thanks.
Okay. Got it. You got the sign language. All right.
I just wanted to say, when we come up with a topic, and now there's been 499 different topics. Some have been similar, but they've all had their own flavor to them. This panel tonight, as well as many other nights, you're bringing what we think is a very simple topic, and you're bringing out the best in the topic, and that's good stuff. And that's why Lynn came up with the idea to have this community chat or community time. And not only is it, as Pedro said, we're learning from each other. You know, I didn't know Greg could sew. I had no idea till he said something about it. I was going to bring up the thing about my kids can't even change a tire. I mean, my kids are in their, I have a 50-year-old son who calls AAA. Now, wait a minute. I taught him how to drive a standard shift car, and I taught him how to change a tire. What does he do now? He calls AAA. So it's nice that the simplest of topics here, I guess that's my point, brings out the best in all of us. And every night, there's 50 people in the chat. 50 people are standing by. They're listening to what we're saying. They're putting in the chat their input. It's just good stuff. And no matter what happens down the road, and we've talked about this, I don't see us stopping, because, will we do 2 a day? I don't know about that one. But back to 1 a day, that's a possible, because the different cultures that come every night and the different languages that come every night, we've got more people from India than I think some of the Indian groups have on their webinars. And this is just a chat. This is not a webinar. And it's good stuff. It's fun stuff. And thanks for reassuring us that what we're doing is not only fun, but it's serving a purpose of sorts. So thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. All right, let's go to Latoya. She's next. I hope she has her sound back.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Thank you. I can. I couldn't hear you, and you also had your mic look like it was off. I was like, how is it that I'm the only one who can't hear? But yeah, it's okay. I'm back again. So refreshing works. So 3 quick things. First of all, I can't remember which founder. This was something that I heard a long time ago. Can't remember what webinar it was on, but we were kind of discussing, like, it was Tina Go. We haven't seen her in a while, but she had brought up an idea about putting, like, elderly folks together with young kids for them to help each other out. And I remember when I was a child, one of my first memories as a kid, I was probably about 9 or 10, I somehow was volunteering at an older folks' home. And I remember talking to this one lady just all the time. And I would just listen and sit with her and listen to her chit chat. And if she wanted to go somewhere, I'd follow her around. And I had so much fun. And I think about it, and it was such a great experience. And it just makes sense. If there people are going to be, kids don't know a lot. Well, my kids know a lot because I teach them. But if a kid doesn't know something, it's because no responsible adult taught them the way, So what would be a great option other than, besides having people who have the time and, you know, the long experience helping these kids along. So definitely, I think, would be an easy way to, you know, kind of mesh different aspects of what everybody wants to do, like having a place where we can have old folks and young folks together, teaching them how to garden, teaching them how to sew, you know. So I definitely wanted to pitch that again. It's have been a long time since we heard it, and I think we need to keep it on the forefront now that things are going to be moving pretty fast. That I think that would be a good, easy way to kind of get things rolling in a lot of different areas. And then I put in the chat, I know I've been following this doctor on social media. He talks about the very thing that y'all are talking about with processed foods. And I didn't know the story. I think Gregory mentioned it, but about how one of the doctors back then, or CEOs, was like, "Oh, let's, you know, lower the, you know, the unhealthy content of our drinks," and they were like, "No, thank you." And I suspect he talks about the history about how that developed. So if anybody's interested, RobLynn, let me know. I think I can reach out to him pretty easily, and I think it would be good because he's an expert and people can ask him questions and he knows the answer. Like that's his whole medical practice. And he talks about obesity and you know, too many chemicals, and why do people who are vegan, you know, instead of just eating like the meat from like a carnivore diet, they eat processed meat. And the processed meat that they eat has more chemicals than just them not eating meat, or not eating anything, or just eating meat instead. So he talks about that. And then the third thing is that also Greg had mentioned, you know, one of his dreams was to help other people achieve their dreams. And I came across a, I don't know, it's a type of investor. You know, you hear about venture capitalists. I'm not sure if most people know about what a venture capitalist is. It's a person who collects a lot of money from investors to then invest in a startup company. So you get money from other people to do the investment. But there's also this concept that I heard about, is called an angel capitalist. So versus a venture capitalist, an angel capitalist. And I looked it up. It's an angel investor is a wealthy person who invests his or her own money in a company, usually a startup, that is in early stages of its development. And I just saw this like maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, Ash is an angel capitalist, not a venture capitalist like we traditionally think of. I know I do. But an angel capitalist is somebody who uses their own money, a wealthy person who uses their own money instead of getting other people to put in money than to invest. So it's a huge difference. And so I definitely see myself as an angel capitalist, an angel investor, because when we have our own money, we can do what we want. And if I want to invest in a company that I see starting up, and I don't have to particularly ask a whole bunch of people, hey, I see this thing is coming up and I really want to be involved in this business. Will you give me money, you know, out here for this mad dash for money from other people to then invest in something that you're interested in versus just using your own money. And that's I think the problem nowadays is that rich people, for some reason, they have a very big problem just using their own money to do stuff. I don't know if it's just the way that it is, or they just don't know another way, but you know, why is it that we need that? If you're already a billionaire, why do you need to get other billionaires together to help you invest something? You just invest your own money, you know? So I'm definitely going to put out there that we see ourselves as angel capitalists. It's a term, and I'm not sure about, and maybe DL or Rob could help me, but I know venture capitalists get tax initiative, tax breaks, and things like that. And I would wonder if an angel capitalist gets the same too, or something along those lines, because they are investing in a new business. They're just using their own money to do it versus using other people's money. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. We appreciate that. And we're going to see Dorothy in Kansas. Come on, Dorothy. Dorothy.
Hi, Pat.
Pat Green. Pat Green on mute, please.
It's still.
Hey, while we're waiting on Pat, can you go ahead and remove me from the panel so I don't accidentally interrupt? Thank you.
All
Or put me back into the attendees if you all do that, or do I have to do that myself?
I can do it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, Victoria. Okay. Pat, oh, she's having trouble unmuting.
All right.
Maybe try refreshing. Refresh and see if that helps you.
Let's go over to Paul McFarland, if we may.
Oh, sure. In the meantime, we'll go to Paul.
All right, Paul. Bring it. Unmute, brother. Unmute.
Yeah.
Hi. We only see your forehead, by the way. You might want to move the camera so we can see your face.
No, I was hi, and I was bending down, so
Okay.
to
All right.
hit the mic. It wasn't unmuting.
Okay.
Well, we're back, and we're happy to be back as usual. I missed most of the exciting discussions, but dreams are important, and dream bigger is very important. Big dreams are very important to motivate us to perform, to catch up, to stay ahead. But by the way, in response to what Latoya was saying, I found out after 30, 40 years why a lot of people don't use their own money to invest. They use other people's money, and the reason is when you use someone else's money, you are held to a higher standard, and the entire investing complex worldwide is based on really using other people's money to invest. So it's a very important part of the world economy. I've heard that no professional trader on Wall Street, for instance, only uses their own money. They use other people's money. So that is very important too, as a part of the whole scheme of things, as well as using your own money. And we're not even sure if all of this is Mr. Mofara's own money. Maybe he has some angel investors. He hasn't told us. Has he told us that? Don't think so. But it could be that he has some partners with him. We don't know who they are yet. But I don't want to ramble, so I'll just cut it short.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. Right on.
All right. Thanks. We appreciate that, Paul. Miss Green, were you trying to come back?
Yes, can you hear me? Oh, good.
Yes, we can.
Oh, good. Rob, I wanted you to know I don't change my own tires either.
Well, I'm not even going to go there that it's a girl thing because I'll get smacked on that one. So my youngest daughter, Courtney, changes her own tires on her fancy Toyota. She's hit a curb a couple times. She gets out there and changes her tire, and she's very attractive. So, needless to say, on occasion, it's happened 3 times. I'll use the word gentleman, even though that's probably a stretch. We'll stop to help her, and she said, "No, I got this. I got this." So, out of my 6 kids, that's the one kid that takes the initiative and will change her own tire.
Well, and I had somebody that I used to work with that she liked to change tires. And I had one of those real old cars that went on the tires, you had to reverse when you used your jack or that tool, whatever they call that tool. That's how good I am at changing tires. You had to reverse unscrew it, because if you did it like you normally would, it would tighten the tires up, it tighten the nuts up instead of loosening them. And I told her, I said, I thanked her for wanting to change my tire, but I pointed that out to her. She says, "Oh yeah," she says, "I understand. I've done those before." And she went out there and she changed my tire for me. And I had an old car that needed a lot of loving, and it had a hole in the floorboard, and I could see the road as I was driving down the road.
You and
And
Fred
so I had to do.
Flintstone.
Right? So it was my air conditioning, I guess. But anyway, um, I had a welder weld it for me. So he put a plate in there and welded it. So, that was covered up. So I wasn't exposed to the road there. But she went out there and she changed that tire for me, and I paid her for it. And I was thankful that she did. But I'm one of those women that, and I'm not saying everybody else needs to do this. I'm not even putting that on anybody else, but I'll stand there and look helpless when it comes to a tire needing changed. And I am, to be honest. But what I would like to see is, and I think there's a place for college, and I think college would be a good thing, but I'd like to see more of the people that are going to college to be able to do some internships or some hands-on training while they're going through college in the career that they want to be in, because it's hard to get a job out there sometimes if you're just coming straight out of school without any experience. So I would like to see more of that, and I'd like to see more of the trade schools, to be able to. There's a channel here, and I won't mention the channel because I'm not trying to promote it, but they have a show on where they have a bunch of craftsmen that work on old houses, and they rebuild and fix and do things on old houses, like some of the features that old houses have in them, decorations and stuff that you don't see much of nowadays. And they'll go in and they'll, replace those things or fix them or whatever they need to do. And those are craftspeople that do those things. They're very talented, and I'd like to see more of that, because I think we've got a whole generation that, if they had some more hands-on experience. This one show that I was talking about, they have an internship program where they teach kids how to build houses, how to do the air conditioning, how to do the electrical, how to actually work on the houses, and and do the things, the plumbing and all that stuff. They teach them how to do this, and I just thought that was such a neat thing, because it's a craft that not everybody knows how to do, and I think it's a good craft and something that's in demand. And so I just thought I'd bring that up. And I had to razz you, Rob, about the tire changing thing.
Yeah, well, I take razzing with the best of them. Don't get too excited about it. Well, it looks like the Sifu master himself may have dropped by. I don't know. Mr. Tay, Francis Tay, 007.
I was expecting him.
Now, where are you now? Oh, you're at OES Classroom. Wait a minute. You started back up. Whoa, there's a Sharon. Woo!
There's
the big one on the left, top left.
Yeah, hi.
That is.
We are having our makan, our food gathering party.
Oh, wait, let's put it on side view.
Hi, RobLynn.
Whoa! There's Rose.
Oh, Rose. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'll be bringing you around the class.
All right. I see a lot of familiar faces there.
Every time we talk. Okay, keep going. We'll try to be quiet so you can.
I'm on live.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Rob.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, some food.
Hi.
Oh, sorry. It's time.
That's you guys, that's Charmaine. Charmaine.
Yes, that's Charmaine.
Hi. The lady with the hat.
With the hat.
Where is Ali Contis graphic artist? Thank you, Charmaine.
You're welcome. I'm so happy that I can do it, isn't it?
Hi, this is James.
Hello.
Okay, these are some food.
Where are the chicken feet?
Okay, the chicken, no chicken feet, but there's curry chicken, but I think it's finishing. Where it's a curry chicken.
Chicken feet eaten by Num.
Okay, that's Nam, Francis' beloved helper. She loves chicken feet. It's Golden. Back to Francis. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no.
No, stick around.
You guys turned off the camera already? I forgot to take a screenshot.
We just finished our training.
Okay, wait. Can we do a screenshot?
No, screenshot.
Okay, we try and squeeze all together. Those behind, can you just try and come in?
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
Come on in. Joanne.
Tell us when to take the shot. When you're ready.
Hang on. Wait, I'm trying to angle everybody.
Your face. Bring down your face.
Yeah, your face. Bring down my face.
I gotta put it on the side.
It's not controlled by me.
White screen. White screen better.
Is everybody in?
You.
It's okay.
Can see
Where's
your
everybody?
face.
It's okay. Okay. Whoa. After much try.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
1, 2, 3. Smile.
Okay, take another one after this. Let me save this
She's
one.
got to reload. Hold on.
I gotta save. Give me a second to save, and we'll do one more. Okay. The one with a little bit close.
Okay, Mr. Tall Francis with the who? This lady.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. Ready? Wave, everybody, wave.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. So, Francis, can you tell the folks here what you're doing there? How often?
We just finished our training. Now we have a fellowship time. Eating. Just and games. Today is the first session of the year.
And you're meeting every Saturday?
Yeah. From now on, every Saturday. Yeah.
Every Saturday. And it's for affiliates,
You are
right?
invited to come over next week.
Yeah.
It's in Singapore. If you guys want to hop on a plane and go to Singapore, you can benefit from the training. He doesn't charge anything for the training. It's all at Francis Tay's expense. He does it for us. It's a voluntary thing on his part. He's a really good guy. We want to thank him for all he does.
Thank you.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you.
See you, Chris.
Thank you. That was nice. One day we're gonna go to Singapore so we can go to the training. That would be great. All right, we got Mel. Back to Mel. Marcano.
Thank you. I don't think I lowered my hand, did I? Maybe that's the reason why you call on me. I'm nothing. Sorry.
It's all right.
I have nothing at the moment, Lynn. Sorry about that.
No problem at all. Any last comments?
That's what.
It's fine.
Any wrap-up comments before we go to Mr. Barilla? Go ahead, Greg.
Please go ahead, Greg. Then come out.
I had sent a text to see if you might make me a co-host so I could share a couple short videos, if that was okay.
Sure. Let me find Jeff.
Thank you. So what I wanted to share first, I don't know, is Armin Hogue here still?
Yes, he is.
Okay, well, today was amongst all my work and having fun, doing what I'm trying to do to get away from my work, I decided to make a little video for Armin. And it's only because of these, well, you'll see it. I'm going to take it real quick here now.
Well, I'm honored, Craig. I'm in awe, really.
That's okay.
What's this all about? What's this
Hang
all
on.
about?
You
Here's
go.
a song for you, John.
Now, the only thing is I couldn't put any sound to it because I'm still learning that, and there's a trick to doing that, especially from what I wanted to do. But I am learning some information about putting sound to just regular images. And there is a little bit of a trick to it. There are different sites out there you can do that with, but I haven't experienced how to do that yet or learned how. But this one doesn't have any music, but I'm going to play it anyway. Here it goes. So it's basically a gift. So what I wanted to put to it was bark, 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 bark. There you go. Well, that was the one I wanted to share with you on that one.
Well,
Then,
thanks.
what's that?
Oh, thanks a lot. That's fantastic. What an
You can
imagination you got. Yeah, thank you.
That's
Great.
partly AI. That's partly AI as well, Armand.
Wow.
And so the second one that I want to show is coming up here in a second. This is a old video that I did some time ago. I don't remember. Actually, I think it was done in 2022, maybe, if I remember correctly. Let me get right there. And it was kind of fun. It kind of goes. It still goes with today's stuff. So, and I'm just popping it in the little spot there. Okay, so we're going to play that right now. There is a. I think there is sound on this one.
Okay, be sure you guys hit the unmute, the blue button, blue circle with my.
This is when we were founders. Now we're different. The founder is honest. The founder is kind. The founder is patient. The founder is sincere. That's all. Thank you. It's just kind of fun to make those, and I look back on those kind of things.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for that.
Thank you, John.
Armin, are you happy?
Oh my God, that's an understatement. Lynn and Rob, barking tree frogs, Batman. Thank you, Greg.
Well, I'll send it. I'll send it to you on LinkedIn so you have a copy of it there. If you want to just do a save as an image, you can save it as an image. Sometime I'm going to learn how to add music or my own words to that. I got a program, but I haven't figured it out yet. I'm not that techie. I'd like to be.
Wow, you're way above my pay scale, that's for sure. I have no. I'm not with Lincoln. I don't know anything about it, but I'll catch on to that. But I wanted to thank you again for that. That was awesome. I'll be thinking of that till the day I die. Somebody did something nice for Armin. I don't know about that. That's a rarity. I appreciate it. And I got thinking when you said sewing. You did sewing. My father was a lumberjack back in the old day, and he was a furrier too. And he made fur coats for 44 years. But there's nothing wrong with sewing. If you can recall the great Canadian goaltender, I believe it was Jacques Plante with the Montreal Canadiens back in the 50s and early 60s. He was a goalie. I believe he didn't wear a mask. And when he went and finished like putting his when he had a little time in the dressing room, he would knit. Hey, that's not a manly thing, you know? But you know what? When I lived on a farm, and all the hockey players would laugh at him and joke, but they wouldn't, because he was a great hockey player, great goalie, and he would have gave them 5 of these if they would have continued. Facetiously said. But
Oh,
when I was
man.
a kid, I remember I didn't knit. I learned off my folks, really. And I used to have to hold the yarn while my sister knitted. And that was part of my half-hour chore. And I learned a little bit on how to knit, but I couldn't tell you now. I couldn't tell you. I don't know a thing. My grandmother made me a pair of socks when I was 12, and 2 pair. And she made them man size. And I still have them today. And they're, 55 years old. And I had a little hole, and I took it to a knitting store on the Danforth here in Toronto. And it's a lady that owns this knitting store for 50 years. I brought it in there. She teaches how to knit. And I asked her if they would fix my clean socks that my grandmother made. And she said, without a doubt, I will. So she did a really good job on doing that. And, I got thinking, I never owned a sewing machine. And my dad, he was a furrier. And it's on the back of my mind, when I got a little time, maybe to maybe pick that up kind of thing, because I could feel it in my heart that I'm being drawn to do some sewing, maybe. I don't know. My sister made a homemade suit for her son's grade 8 graduation day. And I was out there visiting them in the countryside, maybe 45 years ago. And he was almost bawling his eyes out to me, saying, I can't stand it. I got to go to school wearing a suit that my mother made me. I'm going, your mother made you that suit? I got $2,000-$3,000 suits today I didn't pay for. I bought them 30 years ago, but today to get them redone, they would cost at least $2,000 to $3,000, maybe more, because I used to get good quality stuff. And I said to my nephew, I says, you know what? I got to sell me that suit. So I pumped up his ego, and he really realized that, his grandfather was a furrier, lumberjack, Jacques Plante, he knitted. There's nothing wrong with wearing homemade clothes, and I just wanted to tell you that, Greg,
Well, thank you.
appreciation for that.
That's
and
okay.
Also,
Thank
if
you.
I can, briefly, Mel mentioned having like a Garden of Eden estate. And, who wouldn't really want that? And, me living on a farm and as a kid getting evicted because of really alcoholism in the family, it makes me want to go back there. And I retired from the post office almost 14 years ago. And I was happy, joyous, and free. I didn't have any bills, was not in debt. I had quite a bit of money in the bank. I rode my bicycle for the last 8 years. I retired before I retired to save some money too, right? And so, I wasn't living high off the hog all my life at all. But when I retired, I swore I'd never work again. I had 4 jobs offered to me before my motorcycle accident. The last one being an 1,800 square foot condominium, free, 20 grand a year salary, and just work 4 hours a day vacuuming the halls of this really nice high-end condominium that my brother was a director of. And I turned it down. That was the last position that I was offered. And I turned it down. My brother goes, are you crazy? You want to get? I said, Roger, I worked 3 jobs in my 30s, slept 2.5 hours, and then got up and renovated a house of my own, and then back at it again. I says, I was in living hell. Now I'm out of there. And I never want to work again. And then I got a call from the unseen hand of God. And I know that's what it was. Because in my accident, I told 8 doctors, I died last night. And they did an MRI on my brain, and they said, we believe you did. On my way up, I said, you know what? God, I stopped halfway up. I saw my body sitting on the bed. sitting there. I went to bed after the accident. I woke up. Here I am going to heaven. I figured, no, look at this cloud of smoke looking at my face on the bed. And then I turned around. I stopped. I said, well, aren't you going to let me into heaven, God? And he said, he said, I have work for you to do. Now, it took me from that moment 5 years for my brain to de-swell. It was swollen. I really crashed. Totaled my Honda Goldwing. Guy made a left-hand turn in front of me and destroyed my 25-year anniversary Honda Goldwing. My baby. And I de-swelled. Took me 5 years. I was like a vegetable. Just turned Hollywood, the Price is Right on. You know, I wouldn't vacuum. I couldn't do anything. I had eight doctors. Two of them came into my apartment and looked at the place, and they said, "Yep, okay, yep." So they discovered I had some issues. My psychiatrist now, who I had chosen to see, he's passed, and in October, he told me, see, I had that accident in 2015, but in October, the last time I saw him, and he was dying, he told me, I'm dying. He says, you know what, Armin? You made a decision to come out of retirement, and you were guided by the unseen hand of God. And he didn't believe in God. I knew him for 20 years. I was not on any medication for the last 10 years. Because when I was on medication, it was because of being bullied at Canada Post from my next door neighbor, who was a big boss. And he fired me twice unjustly. And I had to become a shop steward to stand up for my rights. But God got me here. And my doctor said, Armin, I've seen your accounts. You've told me about ONPASSIVE. He was so loaded. Every 2 years, he would buy a new Aston Martin, whatever he wanted, he'd buy. And he says, you're going to be a billionaire. Now, that's on his deathbed. Now, I don't want to be a billionaire. I didn't want all this. I didn't want to come to work. But when I heard God say, I have work for you to do, and then I got a call from Frances Horbay, Lois White's good friend, Hildegard's good friend, and she called me on a whim and told me she had some good news for her friend, who she dialed the wrong number. And I said, well, I'm just coming out of an accident. Can you tell me some good news? So she told me about ONPASSIVE. I got it right away. This is what God wants me to do. It's a humanitarian revolutionary movement. We're here to uplift humanity, put a million shoes on a million children, and I got off my butt, boy, I'll tell you. And I never had a laptop in my life. Didn't ever want one. A guy come walking into the post office where I worked inside in 1984, and he says, I just spent $5,000 on a laptop, computer, or whatever. I said, you know what? I just spent $5,000 on a cottage. And I never had one. And the only time I came in was in May 25th, 2021, when I got the call from Francesca Horbay, who I never knew from Adam. And I got this thing right away. And I've been at this thing 24/7 as best my ability. And I'm struggling. The only thing kept me from university was high school. Sorry, I got to laugh at my own. But I did go to Sheridan College. Yeah, go ahead.
Armin, is it possible? I'm not trying to stop even what you're telling, but I see there's been a lot of hands raised there, man. And so I just to give somebody another chance, because I know there's 2 or 3 people that want to talk.
Yeah, shut me up.
You know,
yeah,
I'm not going to shut you up. I just wanted you to be aware of that. Okay?
I'm lost for time. I don't know how long I've been speaking.
It's been a while.
Thanks a lot.
I love
I
you.
was.
I think it's good that you.
Armin, this is Rob. I had to go away from it, but for a few minutes. But
that's okay.
Yeah, we've got some other hands raised, and
go ahead. Yeah,
we got to go.
I don't like talking anyway.
like to go to these other folks who've been
Thank
waiting
you.
patiently,
Thank you, Armin.
and also go over to John Barillo, who's been waiting patiently to sing.
Sorry.
So
Thank you.
I'm not sure whether it was Carmela or Paul next, but whoever is next, please unmute and speak, please.
I think it was Paul, actually.
All right, Paul, go ahead, brother.
I like to let the women go first, but Chris still here? Yes. When they're playing the YouTube video, Chris, when Greg was playing the video tonight and last night, I keep getting this error message. I don't know if you can see it. If I can see it, I keep getting this error message, and
Copyright, right? Is it a copyright issue?
oh, what happened to the screen? There it is. It's like a message from Microsoft or Bing saying something about it says an error occurred. Please try again later.
Oh, so you were watching the Greg's video through the attendee?
No, I think I came into the speaker link.
You can, okay. Well, I don't know the issue. It might be a device issue.
Maybe something with my desktop and Bing.
Yes, but it work in laptops, right? So it's it's different in phones.
All right, just thought I mentioned that. Going to figure it out. Thanks.
Thanks, Paul. Okay, we got Carmela. Go ahead, Carmela. Try to unmute. There you go. You're unmuted.
Okay. Okay. I wanted to say thanks to Greg Hill for his video. I couldn't hear nothing. I don't know if it's my computer or it doesn't hearing. If you can send me the link here or privately that I can see that again, if you don't mind. Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Sure. So we're gonna stop recording, and I want to thank everybody who's been here. We've been here for over 3 hours now, but with really a lot of engagement, great discussion. I personally gained a lot from today's session, and I enjoyed the chat. Lots of activity in the chat. So we want to thank everyone for being here and contributing to the discussion, whether it be here on the panel or in the chat. And what we're going to do now is we're going to stop the recording. I want to take a screenshot after we stop the recording because we have different people here. You know, it's nice to have several pictures of the webinar. Anyway, and then we're going to have John Barillo sing. And so I think that's it, right? I'm good. Oh, I got to save the chat. Or do I have to save the chat after all this? No, I'm going to save it just in case. I'll save it again later. All right. So now what we're going to do is stop the recording and take a screenshot. I think I can do it. I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you, everybody.